What if China's BeiDou just dethroned America's GPS, serving over 1.5 billion users and rewriting global navigation forever? This isn't just a tech upgrade, it's a geopolitical earthquake that's got the US reeling. RevoNow's exposing China's BeiDou takeover, why it's America's worst fear, and a secret so wild you'll be glued till the end. Don't click away. This changes everything. Welcome to RevoNow, where we uncover the tech reshaping your world. Today, we're diving into China's BeiDou navigation satellite system, a powerhouse serving over 1.5 billion users and threatening America's GPS dominance. BeiDou isn't just a GPS clone, it's a global juggernaut powering everything from self-driving cars to hypersonic missiles. With 140 countries on board, China's rewriting the navigation game. Why's this a US nightmare? Let's unpack it. BeiDou's no underdog, it's a titan. By 2025, BeiDou's constellation boasts 48 satellites, outnumbering GPS's 31, per Space News. It serves over 1.5 billion users daily, processing a trillion location requests, per South China Morning Post. Its centimeter-level accuracy in Asia-Pacific beats GPS's 1 to 3 meters, thanks to 30-plus ground stations worldwide. BeiDou's unique short message service lets users send 120-character texts via satellite. No cell signal needed. From guiding 4 billion kilometers of daily travel to powering 99% of China's urban roads, BeiDou's integrated into 288 million Chinese smartphones, per Global Times. China's $80 billion navigation industry, driven by BeiDou, grew 20% annually, dwarfing US GPS upgrades. This is speed and scale like never before. If you're shocked by BeiDou's takeover, smash that like button, share this video with every tech fan you know, and subscribe to RevoNow for more game-changing reveals. Hit that bell to stay locked in. Let's make this truth go viral. Why's BeiDou America's nightmare? It's not just about navigation, it's power. A Belfer Center report says BeiDou's accuracy outshines GPS in 165 countries, especially in the global south. With 10 times more monitoring stations than GPS, BeiDou offers sub-meter precision in places like Nigeria, where GPS struggles. The US Space Force admits GPS's aging tech, delayed by years, can't match BeiDou's L5-like signals, per payload. China's Belt and Road pushes BeiDou into 140 nations, from Thailand's smart ports to Peru's Chancay megaport, per VOA. If China cuts access, entire economies could stall. Think logistics, farming, even military ops. Is the US losing its navigation crown? BeiDou's not just China's toy, it's global. Over 140 countries use BeiDou, with 30-plus African nations adopting it for precision agriculture, boosting yields by 15%, per Global Times. In Latin America, Brazil's smart grids use BeiDou for real-time power management, cutting outages by 20%. China's $297 million deal with Thailand in 2013 made it BeiDou's first overseas client, per VOA. Unlike GPS, BeiDou's two-way messaging lets farmers in remote areas get weather alerts, saving crops. China's digital Silk Road is wiring the world with BeiDou, building 1,000 ASEAN base stations by 2020. This isn't competition, it's domination. Here's where it gets wild. BeiDou's not just for Uber drivers, it's a military beast. A Defense One report says BeiDou's 0.1 meter military accuracy trumps GPS's 0.3 meters, guiding hypersonic missiles with pinpoint precision. During Taiwan Strait drills, BeiDou tracked assets when GPS signals faltered, per X posts. China's interstellar links let satellites communicate without ground stations, dodging US jamming, per Skylab. The twist? BeiDou's lunar PNT trials, tested in 2024, aim to navigate moon missions by 2030, per GPS World. If China controls lunar navigation, they could dominate space. Is this the end of US supremacy? Hold on, it gets crazier. BeiDou's power comes from China's tech ecosystem. Apps like BeiDou Maps and AMAP, guiding 4 billion kilometers daily, rely on BeiDou's lane-level precision, per South China Morning Post. In Yiwu, logistics firms track cargo in real time, catching delays instantly, saving millions, per Global Times. China's $169.9 billion navigation industry in 2024 funds AI and quantum sensors, boosting BeiDou's accuracy to centimeters, per Nature. BeiDou's rubidium and hydrogen atomic clocks, per IEE Spectrum, ensure sub-nanosecond timing, critical for finance and 5G networks. The US can't match this integration. GPS upgrades lag a decade behind. BeiDou's biggest wins are in the global south. In Africa, 30-plus nations use BeiDou for water management and meteorology, cutting drought losses by 10% per Union Rayo. In Southeast Asia, Indonesia's fisheries use BeiDou's messaging to coordinate fleets, boosting catches by 12%. China's subsidies make BeiDou equipment 50% cheaper than GPS, per CNBC. This locks in dependency. Countries like Pakistan rely on BeiDou for smart cities, per Global Times. The US offers no equivalent aid, risking influence in key regions. Is China building a navigation empire? The US isn't out yet. GPS 3 with 1 to 3 meter accuracy is rolling out, but delays push full deployment to 2026 per GPS World. DARPA's NTS-3, a next-gen PNT system, won't launch until late 2025 per Space News. The US is pushing multi-GNSS receivers, blending GPS with Galileo, but BeiDou's signals are already in 2 billion devices per Global Times. A GAO report warns GPS upgrades face budget cuts, while China's $400 billion space budget soars. Can America catch up, or is GPS history? BeiDou's not all rosy. Its ground stations in developing nations could enable espionage, per a Belfer Center report. Two-way messaging risks data leaks, your location could be tracked, per VOA. In 2017, the US allowed BeiDou's signals to overlap GPS bands, boosting interoperability but raising hacking fears, per IEE Spectrum. China's strict data laws give them access to user info, unlike GDPR-protected Galileo. Will BeiDou's reach mean global surveillance? Drop your thoughts below. China's not stopping. By 2027, BeiDou's next-gen test satellites launch, with full deployment by 2035, per South China Morning Post. Low Earth orbit, LEO constellations, will hit decimeter accuracy, per GPS World. China's Space-Ground Integrated Information Network will merge BeiDou with 5G and remote sensing, creating a mega-system, per Space News. Imagine self-driving cars with zero-error navigation or lunar rovers guided by BeiDou. The US's GPS 3F, delayed to the 2030s, can't compete. Is this China's century? How does BeiDou affect you? Over 2 billion devices, from phones to tractors, use BeiDou, per Global Times. Your next Uber ride in Asia could rely on BeiDou's lane-level precision. In disasters, its messaging saves lives where phones fail, but more connectivity means more data risks. Will you trust BeiDou's signals, or demand GPS alternatives? This is your navigation future. Share your take below. Here's the final shocker. BeiDou's not just navigation, it's control. By 2035, China aims to make BeiDou the world's go-to system, per Global Times. With 140 countries hooked, China could dictate global logistics, trade, even warfare. A Wall Street Journal report says GPS's substantial inferiority risks US influence. The US is scrambling, but BeiDou's in 99% of China's roads and 50% of global shipping. Will GPS say goodbye forever, or can America fight back? Tell us your bet in the comments. Thanks for joining this RevoNow bombshell. Are you floored by BeiDou's takeover? Can GPS survive? Drop your thoughts below, and let's spark a tech war debate. If this blew your mind, our next video will shock you. Wow, Big Pharma goodbye. China's AI drug discovery speed. We're exposing China's plan to revolutionize medicine with AI. Subscribe now, hit that bell, and stay with RevoNow for the truth. Keep curious. Keep RevoNow.